Hello, I'm Dr. Russell Don, President of Concordia University Chicago. Thank you for tuning in to today's Cougar Athletics broadcast. We take great pride in the strength of both our athletic and academic programs, which are rooted in our steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ. Dedicated to the liberal arts as a foundation of a high-quality college degree, we believe education should form individuals for service to their neighbors. This makes Concordia Chicago an exciting and fulfilling place to study, work, learn, and grow. Learn more today by visiting cuchicago.edu. Thank you, and go Cougars!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's game night here in Geisman Gymnasium as your CUC Cougars men's volleyball team is taking on the Scarlet Hawks out of Illinois Tech. My name is Parker Kelly. I'm joined by Peter Borkowski. Before we get to the action, let me give you the starting lineups. First, for the Scarlet Hawks, number 1, Michael Markevich. Number 4, Alec Donald. Number 5, Lucas Guanez. Number 9, Grant Cooper. Number 13, Jackson Van Engen. Number 14, Riley Late. Number 23, James Yeager. And for your Cougars, number 1, Blake Rosen. Number 3, Colby Campbell. Number 4, Luke Vozanelik. Number 7, David Bales. Number 8, Eric Brito Perez. Number 9, Tyler Hollebeck. And number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez. as we're getting ready for the opening serve. Serving first will be Illinois Tech's number 23, James Yeager. Nice play by David Vales. Sets up Hollabeck. Cougar point.
Nice start for the Cougars. And I'm calling that an error on the Scarlet Hawks, but always getting on the board first is always a good thing, especially for this Cougars team. Building an early lead is always pivotal in their success.
As Voznellik sends a serve over. And Jackson Van Engen with the kill for the Scarlet Hawks.
Nice response by Van Engen. Making sure the Cougars don't get ahead too quick here.
So both teams exchanging points. Michael Markevich back to serve. That will hit the net and will result in a service error, point Cougars. Now back to serve number 8, Eric Berto Perez. We'll send that one over and it's out of bounds. Another service error, point Scarlet Hawks.
Both teams need to clean it up a little here. Of the 4 points so far, only one of them has been the result of a kill. Both teams just kind of messing themselves up right now.
Definitely some sloppy play early. Both teams will look to get that going. And that is a block by Jackson Van Engen and number 14, Riley Late. And another Scarlet Hawks point. Hollabeck back to serve. Gets that one over. Played by the Scarlet Hawks. Voznellik. And that will result in a Scarlet Hawks point.
Good job by both these teams to kind of trade blows with each other. Don't let the opposition get too big a lead too early here. Keep things tight early in set one.
Excuse me, I was a Cougar point. Hollabeck sets up Voznellik. Played by the Scarlet Hawks. Just has to send a freebie over. Colby Campbell with the kill.
Nice play by Campbell. Campbell's known as one of the bigger blockers on the CUC team, broke single season block record a couple games ago against St. Norbert. But showing off his versatility here as he gets the kill.
Currently has the school record with 50 blocks. He's been great on the defensive side for the Cougars all season long. Vales now back to serve. Played by the Hawks. Strong hit by number 23, James Yeager. Voznellik responds. That one barely sneaks in. And that'll be another Scarlet Hawk point. Credit to number 1, Michael Markevich.
Both these teams kind of find their groove a little bit, sending over the ball a little bit quicker.
Nice play by Vales.
Get over some early game nervousness.
As we get the call from the court, it'll be another Scarlet Hawk point. Currently tied at 5 apiece. As we see number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez, going to talk to Coach Katarzinski. Nice play by Rosen. Hollebeck sets up Rodriguez. Just a little too strong and goes out of bounds. Point Scarlet Hawks.
A nice play there by Rosen, a little soft serve. It looked like it was going to make it over. Good awareness. Cougars just can't finish off the play, though.
Campbell sends that one over. Played by the Scarlet Hawks. Vales just couldn't quite get to that one. Scarlet Hawks are now up by 2. Guanez. That hits the net. Another service error for the Scarlet Hawks. Point Cougars. As number 8, Eric Berto Perez now on the court for the Cougars. Campbell. Played by Cooper. Strong hit by Markevich. A little strong. Cougar point.
I mentioned a bit ago, the play has cleaned up a bit, but both teams still making some mistakes here and there. This might be one of those games that just comes down to who makes less mistakes.
Definitely some sloppy play early, but the Cougars have shown to be a resilient team no matter how bad they may start off. They always find a way to pick it up and keep that consistent throughout the rest of the match. Vozanelik. That'll hit off of the hands of a couple Scarlet Hawks. Another Cougar point, and now they are up by 2.
Nice run here by the Cougars to respond. Scarlet Hawks looked like they got a little momentum going, but Cougars come right back, respond, take the multi-point lead. Up to 3 now.
Markevich a little strong again. That one falls out of bounds. We've seen a couple of those from him tonight, Peter.
On the season, Markevich, he leads the Scarlet Hawks team with 63 attack errors.
As Campbell couldn't quite get under that one, resulting in a Scarlet Hawks point.
In a game that's already filled with quite a couple mistakes, Markevich might need to be careful to tone those down. They want to come away with this pivotal conference win against the Cougars.
Another note about Markevich, he leads the team with 153 points. Although he makes some mistakes, he's also been really good for the Scarlet Hawks team. As Vozanelik sends that one out of bounds.
Well, that's not the most uncommon thing to see, your kill leader also being your attack error leader. It's just because they're so aggressive going to the ball. For the Cougars, Vozanelik, he leads them in both kills and attack errors as well. So just a consequence of the position.
Vozanelik has to send a freebie over. Played by Alec Donald. Perez. Vozanelik has to send another one over. Rodriguez. And he'll get the kill on that one.
Nice volley going there for the Cougars. Never let up on the pressure. Always kept the Scarlet Hawks on their toes on defense. Finally found a way to break that defense.
Rodriguez now back to serve. Played by Cooper. As Riley Late hits that one into the net. Cougar point.
Well, I mentioned Markevich. We mentioned came into the game the attack errors leader of this team. One below him coming into the game was Riley Late. So gotta watch out for those two.
Hollebeck sends to Vozanelik, and you just see that powerful stroke as he gets the kill.
Nice play as per usual from Vozanelik. Nothing too surprising there. You set him up. He's usually going to finish off on the kill.
And Vozanelik leading the team with 151 kills on the year. 3.43 kills per set. That is also third in the NAC. Now back to serve James Yeager. Played by the Cougars. Hollebeck. Nice accuracy right there as the Cougars get the point.
Holbeck's kind of known as the setup man of this team. That's what you're going to get when you play setter, but quietly he's having a very good offensive season in terms of kills as well. Did a lot of the heavy lifting while Voznellik was out with injury for a couple games.
Hollebeck has been great on both sides of the ball, especially defense. Leads the team with 116 digs. He's done a great job on both sides of the ball all season long. As Michael Markevich gets the kill for the Hawks. Markevich now back to serve. Played by Voznellik. Rodriguez sets up Vales, but played by the Hawks. There's a net violation. Scarlet Hawks point.
Hollebeck got a little too greedy going for that kill. Appreciate the effort, but you gotta watch your hand placement on that one.
Markevich, nice play by Rosen. Perez not quite able to get the kill. Hollebeck. Nice block by the Scarlet Hawks, and they're making a nice little run here. As Coach Katarzinski calls a timeout, we will take a short break. We'll be right back with you after the timeout.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back here in Geisman. The Cougars leading the Scarlet Hawks 15-13. And Peter, what was your biggest takeaway from that action during the first set?
Well, just a lot of some sloppy play here and there. Both teams that kind of went on their individual runs. Scarlet Hawks got the first big run of the game to go up a couple points. Cougars responded nicely. They were up by quite a few, and then Scarlet Hawks were making a nice little run here to close within too. So, I mean, volleyball is one of those games that's all about momentum. Who can make the final run to claim the set? So, as we close in on the end of set one here, it's going to be interesting to see which team has that final push in them.
Both teams definitely exchanging blows, but it's made for a great first set. Michael Markevich back to serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Played by Rosen. Perez, strong hit. Scarlet Hawks not quite able to play it. Cougar point.
Kind of like Hollebeck. Perez quietly having a fairly good season in the kill category. Averages just under 1 a game, but it's more about the timing of those kills. He always seems to have very timely kills that always pull the Cougars ahead when they need it most.
And Vales. Nice play. Scarlet Hawks not able to play that one.
Don't know if it was intentional. It'd be pretty impressive if it was, but Vales got some help from the net there as it kind of just rode it for a little bit. Got some horizontal action in there.
Now serving for the Cougars, number 12, Christopher Livesey. As the Scarlet Hawks get the point. As Blake Rosen gets back out onto the court. Played by Rosen. Campbell sends that one over. Michael Markevich not quite able to play that one. Kind of fumbled with the ball a little bit. Results in a Cougars point.
Campbell's got such a unique killing motion, attack motion, that, I mean, it's probably just because it's not his natural position that it just kind of throws other teams off, like a pitcher with a weird motion. So always throwing Campbell in there with an attack is never a bad idea.
Definitely more of a defensive player, but he's also proven to be pretty good in the offensive category as well. Now back to serve for the Scarlet Hawks, Jackson Van Ingen. Nice block by the Scarlet Hawks.
Scarlet Hawk blockers doing some good work tonight, at least in this first set. Making life really difficult for this Cougars offense.
As Campbell goes over the net, Scarlet Hawks will get the point. As Jackson Van Ingen hits that one into the net, that will result in a service error, Cougar point. As the Cougars are just 6 points away from that magic number to close out the first set. As the Scarlet Hawks get the point, as the block goes off of the hands of Colby Campbell and number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez.
That's good work by Rodriguez and Campbell, just a little too hard off their hands and flew out.
Vozinelik. Who else gets the kill for the Cougars? Colby Campbell now back to serve. Played by Cooper. Vozinelik. Rodriguez has to send that one over, but it's played by the Scarlet Hawks. And Eric Berto Perez gets the point for the Cougars. It was a nice little rally right there.
Yeah, I like the attempt from Rodriguez. Kind of sent the floater where no one was, but Scarlet Hawks did a good job reacting to it. Perez made sure that they got that point back, though.
Vozinelik gets that one over. And Michael Markevich is out of bounds, so that will result in a Cougar point. And they are excited over there on the bench. As the Scarlet Hawks call a timeout. Cougars are up 22-18. We'll be right back with you after the timeout.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Back in Geisman, the Cougars lead the Scarlet Hawks 22-18. And Peter, what do the Cougars have to do to close out this first set?
Well, they're just kind of keeping IIT on their toes right now. A lot of fast, hard, aggressive attacks that, I mean, even if the Scarlet Hawks are able to play it, they're just kind of taken aback by. So Cougars just stay aggressive, stay on top of the ball. They should have no problem claiming those final 3 sets. But again, we have seen the Scarlet Hawks make some big runs so far in this first set. So Cougars got to be careful not to let something like that happen.
And it's definitely a back and forth and fair. But as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's about the team that's going to make the least amount of mistakes. And so far, the Cougars haven't made as many. As Campbell hits that one out of bounds. Service error, point Scarlet Hawks. Riley late back to serve for the Scarlet Hawks. And the serve played by Rosen. Hollebeck sets up Vozinelik, and he gets another kill. Vozinelik having himself a nice day. 5 kills already in the first set.
They had 16 in their last match at Marion, so keeps it up at this rate. Wouldn't be surprised to see him top that number.
Nice play by Rosen. Hollebeck sends that one over, and he gets the kill as well.
Great play there. Nice heads-up play by Rosen, Rodriguez, and then Hallback finished it off. So Cougars' nice ball movement ends up in the point.
And the Cougars lead 24-19. There's another timeout, so we'll go to break. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back in Geisman. The Cougars lead the Scarlet Hawks 24-19. And Peter, something I've noticed is the Cougars, they're playing very energized, and when they're playing energized, that's when they're at their best.
Well, I think, and it shows in their records, home away. At home, they're 2-2. On the road, they're 2-6. Neutral, they're winless. So, I mean, Geisman, especially on volleyball nights, on any sport nights, even basketball included, Geisman's always a very loud environment to play in. Always the fans coming out to support their fellow Cougars here at CUC. So they really do feed off that energy in a way that you don't really see with a lot of other teams. So playing at home brings a different kind of advantage to this Cougars team.
And if you're an opposing team, Geisman is not the place you want to play. As Rodriguez is serving for the Cougars. Gets that one over, played by the Scarlet Hawks. Markevich, played by Donald. And Cooper gets the kill for the Hawks.
Play there by Cooper. Really great placement too. Back court, right inside the corner before out of bounds. I mean, doesn't get much better than that.
And a service error by James Yeager. And that'll do it for the first set. Cougars win 25-20. And kind of some sloppy play early, but the Cougars found a way to get it done. And that'll do it for the first set. We will go to break. We will be right back for the second set. Again, Cougars won the first set 25-20.
Concordia University Chicago is a Christ-centered Lutheran university where truth, freedom, and vocation form students for lives of influence and service for the common good. Our university offers a wide variety of undergraduate and graduate degree options that are available in person and online. That means we have a program designed for you. Whether you're a high school student, an adult returning to complete your degree, or someone looking to enhance your credentials and prepare for career growth. As a member of this university community, you'll also find support in your spiritual and personal life so you can grow in the faith and discover ways to serve others. To start your next journey with us, visit cuchicago.edu today.
And we're back here in Geisman. Cougars won that last set 25-20. As we mentioned, some sloppy play early, but both teams really picked it up and Cougars ended up pulling it out. What were your main takeaways, Peter, from that first set?
Well, the Cougars played above average for them in hitting percentage. On the season, they're averaging a .142 percentage. That first set, they're hitting .276, so definitely executing on their attacks a lot more, which is what this team needs to do to succeed. I mean, in fair, it's what any team needs to do to succeed, but for the Cougars, it's always been a bit of a struggle for them in that regard. On the other end, the Scarlet Hawks, they hit a little below where they usually hit on hitting percentage. 179 that first set. They're usually around 190 on the season. So again, I mentioned it earlier, but this might just come down to who makes the least errors, whether it be attack errors, service errors, that kind of thing. So Cougars did the better job of that in that first set. If they could keep it up in that second set, it'll be a huge boost to them.
And offensively, Luke Vozanelik, again, having a really nice first set, leading the team with 5 kills. He's kind of been that backbone of this Cougars offense, and he's proven to be that here tonight.
I mean, we've talked about him probably every game we've fought. I think it's pretty hard not to. He's a NAC. He's in the top 4 in the NAC in kills per set. He's 3rd in that category. He's 4th in points per set. I mean, I just think we're running out of ways to describe how important he is to this team. And we saw it, those 2 games that he missed earlier in the season, way back when. The Cougars look like a different team without him. Now that he's back, they're playing a lot better volleyball. They have been since he came back from that injury. So, as is the case with any star player, having him on the court and healthy is always key to a team's success. And the Cougars are definitely riding his hand right now.
As we're getting ready for the second set between these 2 teams. Serving will be number 9, Tyler Hollebeck. As he gets that one over. Played by the Hawks. Nice block by Rodriguez, but it just goes out of bounds. Point Scarlet Hawks.
Cougars are having a little bad luck with their blocking tonight. They're getting up there, they're getting their hands on it, but a lot of times the attack is just so strong from IIT, it just bounces out of bounds. Some bad luck there for the Cougars blockers.
Guanez gets that one over. Voznelik sends a freebie over. Donald. Vale sends that one over, but it's played by the Hawks. And that goes off of the hand of number 4, Luke Voznelik. Point Scarlet Hawks. Guanez to serve. Played by Rosen. Campbell gets the kill as it goes off the hands of a couple of Scarlet Hawks.
About time one of those off the blocker's hands and out of bounds went for the Cougars in their favor. See if they can tie this game up.
Vales records the service error. Scarlet Hawks get the point. Riley late to serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Played by Rosen, but it goes into the stands. Point Scarlet Hawks. That was a powerful serve by Late.
Had a little bit of velocity on it. Nice job by Rosen to just get in front of it, but hand placement probably not where it needed to be. That's why it ended up in the stands.
Vales plays it. Voznelik sends that one over. Played by Donald. And again, hits off of the hands of Rosen and goes into the stands. Just a little bit of bad luck when it comes to hand placement.
Also hard to do something against a team who's got a hitting percentage of .750 right now. Skyhawks just capitalizing on everything they're throwing at the Cougars, well, except that serve.
As Late hits that one into the net. Cougar point. Now serving number 3, Colby Campbell. Gets that one over. Cooper, and he'll get the kill. Not much the Cougars could have done on that one.
Cooper's tied for first on the Scarlet Hawks team in kills with 121. Tied with Markovic, who we were talking about a little bit ago. See why, that's such a powerful strike there.
Nice play by Vales. Once again goes out of bounds. Point Scarlet Hawks.
Well, I mentioned he's tied with the kill lead on this team with Markovic, and as I said, that Markovic got himself a kill.
That one hit into the net. Now back to serve number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez. Played by Cooper. Rosen, another nice dig. Vozinelik. That one just barely snuck in. Another kill for Luke Vozinelik.
Cougars doing a good job hanging in there this second set. Scarhawks have had a lot of chances to really pull away. Cougars just need to go on a run here to fully tie up this game.
And Cooper gets the kill as it goes off a couple of hands. The Cougars. Michael Markevich back to serve for the Hawks. Vozinelik. Played by Vales. Hollebeck sends that one over. Again, another block from the Scarlet Hawks, that time number 5, Lucas Guanez. But it will result in a Cougar point as Vozinelik is back to serve.
Well, that block went out of bounds and results in a CUC point, but Scarhawks have been doing a really nice job blocking today. Not a lot of official blocks showing up on the stat sheet for them, but it's going to be a pest in the Cougar side right now, making it really hard to send that ball over.
As Vozinelik hits that one into the net, it will result in a Scarlet Hawks point. Cooper. Another powerful serve. Hollebeck sends that one over. Two-touch rule called on Hollebeck. Point IIT. As Coach Ron Katarzinski calls a timeout, IIT leads the Cougars 9-5. We will be right back shortly after this break.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back in Geisman. The Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 10-5. And Peter, so far the story of the game, both teams are playing well to start off, but IIT is hitting the ball really hard, and the Cougars have had a couple issues with the hand placement, not quite getting under the ball, and a couple of them have went out of bounds, resulting in Scarlet Hawks points.
Well, I don't know if the Scarlet Hawks found some of Michael's secret stuff in the locker room or something, because they're coming out, they just look completely energized in these attacks. They're just rocketing them at the Cougars, and to your point, I mean, it is really hard to have good hand placement when the ball's coming at you so quick that, like we've seen in this second set, it's going to just ricochet off you and probably go out of bounds. So credit to the Scarlet Hawks. They're putting a lot of strength behind these attacks.
It's played by Donald. Markevich sends that one over. Played by Blake Rosen, sets up Hollebeck. And that's blocked by a couple of Scarlet Hawks, and they'll get the point.
Yeah, and Scarlet Hawks front line did a really good job tonight. It's making life difficult for any Cougar trying to get the ball over. Cougars got to really elevate that ball up to get it over those blockers.
As Cooper hits that one into the net, service error results in a Cougar point. And now into the game for the Cougars, number 6, Josh Rapley.
Cougars usually bring him in a serving role, the freshman.
He's done a great job all season long. It's played by Vozinelik. Hollebeck a little too strong as that one goes out of bounds. Results in an Illinois Tech point.
The way IIT's playing, the Cougars got to make sure they can't really afford any mistakes right now. IIT's just going to capitalize them, get this lead up even more.
Again, we see that front line of IIT doing a great job tonight. Cougars got that one over and getting the point. Now back to serve number 9, Tyler Hollebeck.
Something they've been missing, the Cougars have been missing, let me clarify, in the second set is one of those big runs they had in that first set. They're getting a point every once in a while, but they're just struggling to combine those points, get a run going, and close this gap.
As that's played by the Scarlet Hawks. Rosen sets up Vozanelik. And a little too strong. That one goes out of bounds.
A little uncharacteristic for Vozanelik. Usually has great placement on his attacks, even if they are those rockets he's known for, but not the case on that one.
As Campbell also hits that one out of bounds. Another IIT point. Played by Rosen. Nice play by Campbell. He's having himself a pretty good night offensively. Already has 4 kills on the night.
And Campbell, he's a very versatile player. He's not the most pure of offensive players, but he gets it done when he needs to.
Nice play by Vozanelik. Got a little airtime on that one and got the Cougars a point.
Nice job, Vozanelik. Using that 6'7" size to his advantage. His hands right over the net.
Hollebeck sets up Vozanelik. Nice play by Campbell.
Smart play by Campbell, too. He saw those Scarlet Hawks waiting to play that ball, probably off the net. Added a little speed going down on it. Caught the Scarlet Hawks defenders off guard.
As that one goes off the hands of a couple of Cougars and goes out of bounds. Point Scarlet Hawks. Back to serve is number 4, Riley Late. Hits the net and just barely goes over. Played by Vozanelik, but it's blocked by number 1, Michael Markevich, and number 23, James Yeager. And that front line is doing an excellent job tonight.
These players are probably taught, hit the ball down towards the ground. Makes sense, get it down on the ground for the point, but Cougars might need to start elevating these attacks a little bit just to get it over those blockers' hands, because as we've been saying all night, they've just been dominant tonight.
Credit the service error to number 14, Riley Late. Now back to serve for the Cougars, number 3, Colby Campbell. And they will exchange service errors, point Scarlet Hawks. Yeager. Rodriguez. A little too strong on that one, and that one goes out of bounds. Scarlet Hawks are now up by 7. Ron Katarzinski will call another timeout for the Cougars. Again, IIT leads 18-11. We will be right back after this commercial.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess.
An incredible finish by Hall. The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we are back in Geisman. So far, Peter, the story of the game is still similar. The Scarlet Hawks are hitting the ball really hard, and the Cougars are having a hard time playing it.
Well, I think something else for the Cougars is the Scarlet Hawks, they make mistakes every once in a while, you know, like all volleyball teams do, but the Cougars need to get a little better at tonight if they want to, you know, at least win the game. If they're not going to win this set, is capitalizing on those mistakes. Something IIT's been doing really well against the Cougars. Cougars make a mistake, IIT gets a couple points out of it. IIT makes a mistake, usually the Cougars kind of respond with a mistake of their own. We saw it just a bit ago, service error on IIT. Cougars returned the favor with their own service error. So knowing how to capitalize on those mistakes, that's what makes them so valuable to the opposing team.
And Yeager back to serve, played by Vales, as Hollebeck sneakily gets that one over.
Ooh. It looked like it tiptoed the line. IIT thinks it was in. Official call, though, says otherwise.
There was a little confusion on the court. That will result in a Cougars point.
I kind of feel this is almost a turning point. IIT not happy they weren't awarded that point.
As that goes off of the hands of number 9, Grant Cooper, and out of bounds, will result in a Cougars point. Rodriguez gets that one over, played by the Hawks. And Hollebeck recording the kill.
Nice job by the Cougars out of the timeout. Come out swinging 3 straight points. Got a little bit more work to do, though. They can keep it going.
Nice block by Vozanelik. And the Cougars on a 4-0 run.
We talked about versatility a little with Colby Campbell. You want to talk about versatility. Luke Vozanelik, someone else to talk to. Everyone knows him for the offensive production, but he's also a good blocker. He's got quite a number of digs on the season. He kind of does everything for this Cougars roster.
Vozanelik sends that one over. Played by the Hawks. Nice play by Rodriguez. Perez not able to get that one over. Scarlet Hawks point. Markevich back to serve. Played by Vozanelik. Cooper not able to get that one over, but it's blocked by Eric Berto Perez and out of bounds. Scarlet Hawks point.
Cougars need to get right back on that momentum they had just a couple minutes ago. They put together a nice little run. They got to stop the Scarlet Hawks run here.
Played by Rosen. Hollebeck sends that one over. Cooper gets another kill as it goes off of the hands of number 8, Eric Berto Perez.
IIT's adding some nice, almost spin that ball. And we saw it was almost a dead-on hit to the Cougars blockers, and it just kind of rolled off their hands on the other direction. So, spin on the ball from the IIT hitters.
Markevich sends that one out of bounds and will result in a service error. Point Cougars. Vozanelik now back to serve. Played by Cooper. A little too much heat on that one as it goes out of bounds. Point Cougars.
Well, Cougars are back within striking distance, only down 4 now. There's a time to make a run. It is right now.
Played by Hollebeck. Sets him up. And that one barely snuck in. Point Cougars.
That play had disaster written on it. Rodriguez's set was a little behind him. Hollebeck had to adjust. Surprised he's able to get to it even.
That serve hits the net. Service error credited to Luke Vozinellik, point Scarlet Hawks.
Well, again, I said a little bit ago, Cougars got to get right back on the momentum train. Can't let that service error be too costly for him right now.
As Bales hits that one and is off the hands of number 4, Alec Donald, point Cougars. Now into the game, number 2, Tavares Davis-Williams, and number 6, Josh Rapley.
Davis-Williams, he joined the team just, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, maybe 1.5, after men's basketball season wrapped up, and see what he can bring to this team.
And that one goes off of the hands of a couple of Cougars and out of bounds. That'll give the Scarlet Hawks the lead. Excuse me, they already had the lead. It'll give them the point.
And Cougars need to shut the door down here. Scarlet Hawks just 2 away from winning set 2.
Markavich, played by Rodriguez. Rosen. Now to go right off of the hands of a couple of Scarlet Hawks, out of bounds, point Cougars.
Nice play there by Hollaback. Great placement on it. Didn't really have any speed on it, but just got enough on it to clip the IIT hands before sending it out of bounds.
Point Cougars. And Peter, you were talking about the Cougars need to make a little bit of a run. If they need to make a run, the time is now. Scarlet Hawks will call a timeout. They lead the Cougars 23-21. We will be right back to finish up this second set.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back in Geisman. The Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 23-21, and the Cougars going on a little bit of a run, Peter, and that's exactly what you want to see right now.
Well, and credit to the Scarlet Hawks almost. They're making a couple more costly mistakes now. They're playing nearly flawless volleyball for a lot of the beginning of set 2. And now they're making a couple more mistakes, a couple more miscues, and I mentioned it, Cougars needed to take advantage of them, and they most definitely are. They're down by only 2 now.
That's played by the Hawks. Late sends that one over. And Rosen not able to get enough on that. Point Scarlet Hawks.
Nice job by Rosen just to get there. A little dive move he's a fan of. Couldn't get under it enough.
As that's played by Vales. Vozinellik has to send a freebie over. And Michael Markavich gets the kill. And the Scarlet Hawks win the second set 25-21. Peter, what were your main takeaways from that second set?
Well, I mean, credit to the Cougars. They came back. They were down by, I believe their biggest deficit was around 7. So good job by the Cougars to climb back in, only lose that set by a couple. But they just got to clean up the mistakes, and then they got to capitalize on the Scarlet Hawk mistakes. I think they do that, they come away with that second set. So.
And a couple of mistakes by the Cougars, a couple attack errors, a couple hand placement issues. Kind of struggled. We'll see what they do in this third set. Again, the Scarlet Hawks win the second set 25-21. We'll be right back as we get ready to start the third set.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Concordia University Chicago is a Christ-centered Lutheran university where truth, freedom, and vocation form students for lives of influence and service for the common good. Our university offers a wide variety of undergraduate and graduate degree options that are available in person and online. That means we have a program designed for you. Whether you're a high school student, an adult returning to complete your degree, or someone looking to enhance your credentials and prepare for career growth. As a member of this university community, you'll also find support in your spiritual and personal life so you can grow in the faith and discover ways to serve others. To start your next journey with us, visit cuchicago.edu today.
And we're back as we're getting ready to start the third set. Cougars dropped the second set 25-21. And Peter, we kind of talked about it, a little bit of sloppy play from the Cougars. What do they need to do to make sure they don't make the same mistakes going into the third set?
Something we didn't talk about is they need to start executing a little bit better. They did a good job of that in the first set, hitting percentage of .276. That second set, it dropped all the way down, .054. So just got to clean up the attacks a little bit. We saw a lot of their attacks just fly right out of bounds. This is a team, they've always been good with their placement this year. They got to get back to those ways. They do that, they should have no problem taking the rest of these two sets.
And in that second set, the Scarlet Hawks recorded a much better hitting percentage at .333 to the Cougars' .054. Definitely got to clean that up if the Cougars want to pull out this third set.
Also interested to see Scarlet Hawks. Maybe they'll slow down a little bit. They're putting a lot behind their attacks in that second set. That's a lot of energy they used, of course. See if we ever see the consequence of that. Maybe they'll start slowing down just a bit.
As the third set is getting underway, back to serve for the Scarlet Hawks, number 5, Lucas Guanez. And he'll send that one over, played by Rosen. Vozinelik sends that one over, played by Guanez. And late, that one snuck in the left corner, gets the point for the Scarlet Hawks.
Vozinelik was watching it all the way. I think he thought it was going out of bounds. He kind of let up on the gas. He's got to be a bit more aware of it.
That's played by Rosen. And the 4-touch rule is called on the Cougars. That will result in another Scarlet Hawks point.
So you see, you got to be careful not to fall into a big hole in this third set. They did that at the beginning of the second set. Never were really able to climb out of it.
As Campbell gets the 2-touch rule called on him. Another Scarlet Hawks point. They lead 3-0.
Something else to point out, the Cougars have yet to win a match this year in more than 3 sets. All 4 of their wins have come in 3-0 sweeps, so could be a night of first for this team.
Cougars aren't sure what happened, but the refs are awarding the Scarlet Hawks another point. That's played by Rodriguez. And he'll hit that one over smartly, and the Cougars are on the board.
Nice play by Rodriguez. Classic hit it where they ain't. Just a little floater over the blocker's hands. Good point for the Cougars.
Played by Donald. Nice block by Colby Campbell and Virgilio Rodriguez as the Cougars get their second point of the third set.
Something that's kind of been missing from the Cougars game tonight is the blocking element. They're usually so good at it, especially when you got Colby Campbell on your roster. They can pick that element up a little bit, use it to get back into the set.
As Late hits that one way out of bounds, resulting in another Cougar point. Markavage sends that one over, and that will be another Scarlet Hawk point. They lead 5-3. Late gets that one over. Played by the Cougars, but a two-touch rule is called, and the Scarlet Hawks will get another point.
Been a couple calls on the Cougars that are making the team question the refs a little bit.
Late. Played by Vales. Rodriguez doesn't get that one over. The Scarlet Hawks are starting to go on a little bit of a run here.
Well, it was 4-0. Cougars did a good job, pulled it back 4-3. Scarlet Hawks scored 3 straight now to take that 7-3 lead you see. So, again, Cougars, they got to stop this run before it gets too out of hand.
Colby Campbell records another kill, and that's something you don't see often. Colby Campbell is doing a great job on the offensive side of the ball tonight.
Well, he's always in a good position because he always positioned himself to block. So at that point, it's just about kind of finishing off the kill rather than just waiting for the block to happen.
As the Scarlet Hawks get another point, they're on a 4-0 run. Excuse me, 4-1 run. Rodriguez hits it over, and it's off of the hands of a couple of Scarlet Hawks. Rodriguez back to serve for the Cougars. Markavage sends that one over. Nice play by Rosen. And Perez. Nice accuracy right there. Hit it right in the middle of the Scarlet Hawks zone. Gets the Cougars a point.
Nice play by Perez. Kind of extending his arm up. Just got a piece of the ball enough to add a little bit of zip to it.
Nice play by number 13, Jackson Van Ingen. Will result in a Scarlet Hawks point. As Markavage is back to serve. Played by Vozinelik, goes over the net. Powerful stroke by number 13, Jackson Van Ingen. And Coach Katarzinski will call a timeout. The Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 10-6, and we will be right back shortly after this break.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back here in Geisman. The Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 10-6. And Peter, what are your takeaways from the opening minutes of that third set?
Well, ever since the first set, Scarlet Hawks just kind of seem to figure things out. You know, I don't know if they've ever been playing great, flawless volleyball, but they've just been very, very, very consistent in their play. Meanwhile, the Cougars, not so much. A couple errors here and there kind of killing any momentum they get going. So Cougars just need to smooth things out, take a deep breath, calm down, and find a way to get back in this one. They're only down 4, but again, the Scarlet Hawks have been pretty darn consistent ever since that first set loss.
And something to note, we mentioned earlier, Colby Campbell doing a lot on the offensive side of the ball. He has 6 kills and he's 4 away from a new career high. As the Cougars get the point on that one, number 4, Luke Vozanelik will go back to serve. Vozanelik, played by Donald. Nice play by Perez. Guanez sends that one over. Played by the Scarlet Hawks. Rosen sets up Vales, but that is blocked by Guanez. That will result in a Scarlet Hawks point.
The timing looked a little off between Rosen and Vales. Rosen not usually in that setter role. So you got to smooth that out next time. Get the ball to Vales a little higher.
Cooper sends that one over. Nice play by Perez. Just snuck that one right over. And again, hit it in the middle of the zone.
Perez kind of likes that, almost like a hook shot motion. He gets right under the ball, he'll just throw his hand up and tap the ball over. It's kind of deceiving. It's a very hard play to read.
Doing his best Kareem Abdul-Jabbar impression. As Riley Late sneaks that one into the left corner, will result in an IIT point. Jackson Van Ingen to serve. Nice play by Rosen. And Yeager knocks that one down. Gets the Scarlet Hawks another point. They are up 12-8. Strong serve by Yeager. Vales. And he'll get himself a kill.
Nice play there by Vales, right inside the line. Pretty hard to stop those kind of plays when it's so accurate.
Hollabeck to serve. And that'll hit the net, resulting in a service error. Point Scarlet Hawks.
Service error has been a big momentum killer for the Cougars.
And Guanez hits that one into the net. Both teams exchanging service errors. Point Cougars.
Don't help the Scarlet Hawks either, as we saw there. You seem to get something going, and a service error just kind of comes along and ruins it. So, again, just about cleaning up that play, being a bit more consistent with it.
Vozanelik. He really got behind that one. Off of the hands of a couple of Scarlet Hawks and will go out of bounds. Point Cougars. Nice play by Hollabeck, but it looks like it just barely hits the ground and result in an Illinois Tech point.
Another one of those plays, the Cougars kind of questioning the call on. From up here, it did look like he got a pancake under it, just those couple fingertips, but refs thought differently, and that's how the score stands.
Rodriguez, powerful stroke, but it's played by the Hawks. Vozanelik. He'll get himself another kill. Again, when Vozanelik really gets behind it, there's not much you can do to stop it.
One for a 6'7" guy. He has really great agility. He's able to get in the air. He get in the air for a long time. It almost looks like he's levitating to a point. Gets up there and just puts his entire body behind that strike.
As number 12, Christopher Livesay, and number 8, Eric Berto Perez enter the game. Livesay back to serve for the Cougars. It's over, played by Donald. Markevich. Rodriguez. Nice stroke off of the hands of Lucas Guanez and out of bounds, point Cougars.
Good job by the Cougars, battling back into this one like they did that second set. See if they can finish the job off now.
As Cooper gets the ball over, but just out of bounds. Result in a Cougars point.
The Cougars can tie it up here at 15. That's a really big win for this team. They haven't been tied other than 0-0 since set one.
It's played by Livesey. Vozinelik has to send that one over, and he gets the kill.
All right, so you tied up the game. Now they just got to make sure they got to get the lead here. Can't let the Scarlet Hawks get anything back.
Livesey. Powerful stroke by James Yeager, and it goes off of Tyler Hollebeck.
I think that one went off his head almost. Seems to be okay. He's laughing about it.
That's what it looked like from up here. But it doesn't really seem to faze him right now.
I don't know if that's what Coach Katazinski wants when he tells his players to use their head, but IIT's not complaining about it.
Rodriguez sends that one over. Goes off the hands of a couple Scarlet Hawks. CUC point.
Set it way back in set one, but one of those games that might just come down to who can make that final push. These teams trading blows right now. Whoever can get that little bit out of the gas tank.
And it sure seems that way. Set three resembling set one. Both teams really exchanging blows as IIT gets the point. And Rodriguez hits that one into the net. The result in a service error.
That's what you got to be careful of. That's what you can't let happen. Creeped on this big run, finally take the lead for the first time since set one, if I'm not mistaken, and then immediately tie the game back up on a service error.
And it looks like Hollebeck and Perez collided in midair. A little confusion on the court. It looks like the refs will award IIT the point. As number 5, Lucas Guanez, and number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez, both talking to the ref, trying to figure out just exactly what happened on that last possession. And the yellow card is pulled, and that will go against number 5, Lucas Guanez.
I need to go back to the tape on that one eventually. I'm sure if Guanez maybe said something after the collision. Obviously something the refs are not happy with.
CUC faithful aren't complaining about that call. As number 1, Michael Markevich is set to serve for the Hawks. Send that one over. Played by Rodriguez. Hollebeck. Rosen sets up Hollebeck. That is blocked by number 5, Lucas Guanez, and number 13, Jackson Van Ingen.
It's a great play in the middle of that volley by Late. Really laid out for one of those balls. Kept the play going. IIT eventually capitalized on it.
Played by Rosen. Vozanelik got all of that one and will result in a Cougars point.
Be a big point here if the Cougars can tie it up.
Nice block from the Cougars, and they'll tie things up at 19 apiece.
So you can break into the 20s first. Might only be a 1-point lead, but almost a little symbolism by getting in within those 20s.
As Luke Vozanelik gets the service ace. He actually leads the team with 13 service aces on the year. As he gets another service ace. And Cougars have all of the momentum right now. They lead 21-19 over IIT. We'll be back after this commercial to wrap up the third set.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back in Geisman. The Cougars lead the Scarlet Hawks 21-19, and Luke Vozanelik seems to have the hot hand right now, just recorded 2 service aces.
Well, Vozanelik, he'll get into a groove like that every once in a while. He's always a great player, always an offensive machine, the backbone of this team, as we called him earlier. And every once in a while, he just kind of gets the hot hand back from the serving line. Cougars got their multi-point lead they've been looking for a while now. Time to capitalize on it and take that 2-1 set lead.
And neither team is really pulled away. Both teams really exchanging blows. We'll see how this third set ends up finishing as Vozanelik is back to serve once again. Played by Donald. And Hollebeck tips that one back. Point Cougars. Vozanelik. Played by the Scarlet Hawks. Another block from Tyler Hollebeck. And the Cougars now lead 23-19. Just 2 points away from that magic number. And IIT will call another timeout. Cougars lead 23-19. We'll be back shortly.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back. Cougars lead the Scarlet Hawks 23-19. Luke Vozanelik again with the hot hand, and the Cougars are starting to pull away a little bit.
Well, Vozanelik, I mentioned it, he's always a great player. He's got 10 kills on the night on 29 total attempts. But it's when he starts throwing in those service aces that you really, really see that special player on the season. He's got 12. That's the team lead in that category, so team leader in a lot of categories, Luke Vozanelik is. But again, whenever you start throwing in those service aces, it's It's really hard to slow down the momentum of a player.
Vozinelik back to serve once again. That one's over. Played by Late. Hollabeck gets the kill. Cougars now lead 24-19.
Pretty nice if Vozinelik can finish off the set with the service ace here.
As Rosen can't quite get under that one, Scarlet Hawks get the point. Cooper back to serve. And that'll do it for this third set as he gets the service error. Cougars win the third set 25-20. And Peter, early on, both teams were really exchanging blows, but in the end, the Cougars pulled it out. What were your main takeaways?
Well, again, we always talk about the resilience of this Cougars team in every match they've played so far this year. You rarely see them get blown out or anything in that regard. So IIT, they looked really good to start this third set. Cougars did a great job hanging in there, stayed within striking distance, and then used a couple good plays, a couple IIT mistakes, some service aces in there, finally able to pull ahead and eventually come away with the set win. So Cougars looking sharp going into set 4.
IIT definitely started out hot, but the Cougars never went away, and that's something we talked about, that resilience. And they ended up finding a way to win the third set. Again, the Cougars win the third set 25-20. And we will take a short break as the fourth set gets underway here in Geisman.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Concordia University Chicago is a Christ-centered Lutheran university where truth, freedom, and vocation form students for lives of influence and service for the common good. Our university offers a wide variety of undergraduate and graduate degree options that are available in person and online. That means we have a program designed for you. Whether you're a high school student, an adult returning to complete your degree, or someone looking to enhance your credentials and prepare for career growth. As a member of this university community, you'll also find support in your spiritual and personal life so you can grow in the faith and discover ways to serve others. To start your next journey with us, visit cuchicago.edu today.
And we're back in Geisman as we're getting ready to get started on this fourth set. The Cougars won the third set 25-20. Definitely showed a lot of resilience in that third set, Peter. What are your keys to winning this fourth set if you're Coach Ron Katarzinski and the Cougars?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that we've said before, going on timely runs, not making mistakes, that kind of stuff. The other big key, I think, has been blocking. In that second set when IIT came away with it, their blockers are having a really, really good set. It's making it hard for the Cougars to get any consistent offense going. Kind of turn the tables on that third set. The Cougars blockers having a very nice set. IIT had a really hard time, I should say, getting anything going, especially towards the end of the set. So I think whoever's blockers come out looking stronger in this fourth set, I should say. I wouldn't be surprised if they come away with the set. Cougars would be coming away with the game. IIT's looking at that fourth set, fifth set though.
As the Cougars are looking to close out this match here in the fourth set. As we're getting ready to start. number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez, is set to serve for the Cougars. Both teams getting organized. Into the game for the Cougars, number 18, Ricardo Ruiz. Haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight, but the senior provides a lot of leadership for this Cougars team. He's played a pivotal role all season long.
Ruiz also 6'4", so they had some height on that front line. Talked about it, blockers got to have a good game. Good set, I should say.
Number 14, Riley Late, records the kill. And the Scarlet Hawks get the opening point of this fourth set.
It's an interesting choice. The Scarlet Hawks, they've replaced their libero for a while. It was Alec Donald. Jack Pavone's come into the game now. Head coach Mark Johnston must have wanted a change up as the Scarlet Hawks are fighting for their game lives right now. See if Pavone can add something to this game.
Definitely an interesting choice considering the original libero. Alec Donald is second in the NAC with digs per set with 2.87 and third in the NAC with total digs at 158. As Hollebeck sends that one over, and it's off of the hands of Jack Pavone. Cougars are on the board.
And with this other libero in, might be a good chance for the Cougars to try and capitalize on it. We talked about how good Donald is, second in the NAC in digs per set. With him out of the match right now, at least, the Cougars can take advantage of that.
Now back to serve for the Hawks, number 14, Riley Late. Serve is up and over, played by Rosen. Vales. And Michael Markevich will record the kill for the Hawks. They're now up 4-1.
I think just about every Cougar on the floor is going to watch that ball land for the point. A little miscommunication, no one went for it. I'll be a little bit sharper than that.
Can't afford to have too many of those. Vozinelik, played by Pavone. Markevich. Rosen sets up Hollebeck. A little too much sauce on that one as it goes out of bounds, resulting in a Scarlet Hawks point.
Similar situation, that second set, Scarlet Hawks jumped out to a big lead in the early going. Not a big lead, but a decent sized lead, I guess. A bit more correct. Cougars can come back in it like they did that second set.
As Late hits that one into the net, will result in a service error, point Cougars. Now into the game, number 6, Josh Rapley for the Cougars. He's in primarily for serving duties. Done a good job on that all year. Markevich. That is off of the hands of Colby Campbell and David Vales and will result in an IIT point.
Looks a lot like set 2, where all the Scarlet Hawks attacks just kind of bouncing off the Cougars' hands and going out of bounds, out of play. The Cougars gonna be a little bit more on top of it with their defense.
Yeager gets the service ace for the Hawks. They now lead 7-2. Campbell. Number 14, Riley Late, hits that one out of bounds. Cougars will get the third point.
Might be what the Cougars need. They're struggling to get it going on their own side of the offense. See if a Scarlet Hawk error can kind of give them a helping hand.
The Scarlet Hawks get another point. Now back to serve number 1, Michael Markevich. Serves up and over. Nice play by Vales. Hollebeck sends that one over. Nice play by Rosen. And Luke Vozanelik. Who else, Peter? Records another kill.
Well, as silly as it might sound, I mean, the Cougars' key to success is getting Vozanelik going. We saw in that second set, when they weren't looking so hot, he was mostly out of the play. They really got back into it when they started feeding him the ball more, and a couple service aces off his hand helped as well. And start setting him up a bit more, get him a little bit more involved in the offense. Might be the key to coming back in this set.
Serving now number 9, Grant Cooper. Just a little strong on that one, goes out of bounds. Will result in a Cougars point. Colby Campbell now back to serve for the Cougars. It's played by Bavone. Hollebeck. Vozanelik has to send a freebie over. Nice block by number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez, and number 18, Ricardo Ruiz.
Mentioned it before the set started. I think a big, a big benefit to these teams are going to be their blockers getting back into the game. So out there with the Cougars really helped them out.
Vozanelik. Late hits that one. Hollebeck is there to make the play. Nice job by Rodriguez keeping it alive. And Vozanelik, another kill.
Feed him the ball. Good things are going to happen. We saw it there again. Just got to keep sending it in his direction. Make something happen. IIT's been doing a good job of kind of keeping it away from him, though, as best they can.
As Hollebeck thought he got the pancake, but it appears that the ball hit the ground previously, and IIT will get the point. Van Ingen, played by Rosen. Has to send that one over for the Hawks. Rodriguez smartly sends that one over. The Cougars are only down by 2.
Rodriguez isn't the strongest of hitters out there, but he's just so smart and so good with his ball placement. He saw those guys up front, saw a hole right behind him, just sent that little floater over.
Nice play by Hollebeck. Hollebeck, nice hit off of the hands of number 1, Michael Markevich, and out of bounds. And the Cougars are now within 1.
Big momentum swing here if the Cougars can tie it up. They were down by quite a couple not too long ago.
Trying to dig themselves out of the hole that they got themselves early on in the 4th set. And the Hawks will get the point. Now back to serve number 5, Lucas Guanez. Hollebeck. Got that one over. Result in a Cougars point. Number 4, Luke Vozanelik back to serve. Little strong, out of bounds. Service error results in a IIT point. as number 9, Grant Cooper, checks back in for the Scarlet Hawks. Back to serve, number 14, Riley Late. It's off of the net, played by Rosen. Vale sends it over. Markevich. Vozinelik. Yet again, we see that front line, the Scarlet Hawks, playing a pivotal role in this set so far. Late, played by Rosen. Vales, once again blocked up front by number 1, Michael Markevich.
I think the attack that's been most successful for the Cougars hitters are those kind of little floaters that they just send over the front row. IIT's line has been so dominant in that regard. Can't really just expect to bully the ball past them. You gotta be smart with your placement.
Number 14, Riley Late, will be accredited with the service error, resulting in a Cougars point. As number 6, Josh Rapley, checks in for serving duties. Sends that one over. Played by Vales. Vozinelik has to send a freebie over. Rodriguez. David Vales hits that one, and it's off the hands of Late. Results in a Cougars point. Rapley. Nice block by Colby Campbell and David Vales. And another block. Hollabeck and Campbell.
Good blocking up front by the Cougars. IIT had it going a little bit. Cougars bring it right back to their side of the blocking things.
Strong hit. Number 23, James Yeager.
Not too much you can do on that one. Well placed. Great velocity on it.
Yeager's back to serve. Played by Vales. Hollabeck. Sets up Markevich. Off the hands of Campbell and Vales and out of bounds.
With IIT less than 10 away from 25 now. Cougars got to make their move. Got to stop kind of staying within striking distance and finally pull ahead.
And that'll help as a service error is recorded by number 23, James Yeager.
This was right around the time they did it in set 2.
Hollabeck's serve is over. Nice play, but it's out of bounds. Strong stroke by number 13, Jackson Van Ingen, and again, not much he could have done on that one.
So Alex has just been doing a good job. When they get a clean set going, they just execute. They have very strong hitters, very good hitters in terms of placement. Just like to play clean volleyball. This is a good volleyball.
Cavich's serve is over. Tavares Davis Williams checks into the game. That one's hit out of bounds, resulting in a Cougars point.
I like bringing Davis Williams back in. You know, for opponents, there's not a lot of tape on him on the team just because of how new he's been. But he definitely brings something with his size advantage.
As Markevich records the kill for the Scarlet Hawks. And the timeout is called by Coach Katarzinski. Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 18-15. We'll be back as we finish this 4th set.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Burgess. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we are back in Geisman. Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 18-15, and seems to be a common theme, Peter. Both teams really exchanging blows, but neither team has really pulled away. Again, exchanging blows, and it's proven to be a good fourth set so far.
Well, in that third set, it's kind of the same story here in the fourth set. Scarlet Hawks built up a decent-sized lead in the beginning, and then the teams are just kind of very even after that, trading blow after blow, which is why Scarlet Hawks still up by a few here. And Cougars, they just need that push to tie it up and then take the lead like they got in that last set. And now is the time to do it, too. You don't want to get the Scarlet Hawks, let them get too close to that number of 25.
There's number 9, Grant Cooper's back to serve. Played by Rosen. Sets up Vozinelik, has to send that one over. Gets another kill.
Nice job by Vozinelik. Doing the smart thing. Didn't go for the hard kill when he had two blockers right in front of him. Instead, he went for that little floating attack over the blocker's hands. Able to place it. It's a nice smart play by the junior.
As number 12, Christopher Livesay, is back to serve for the Cougars. Nice block by number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez.
Coach Kaczynski not happy with the call from the refs on the Cougars. That resulted in the IIT point.
Van Ingen's serve is over. Rodriguez, nice block from number 14, Riley Late. Scarlet Hawks are awarded the point. They lead 20-16.
Cougars need to get something going here. Don't let the Scarlet Hawks get too close to 25.
Another block from that front line of IIT. Excuse me, that is a kill by Virgilio Rodriguez. And the Cougars are awarded a point as he's back to serve. Markevich, nice play by Vales. Rodriguez has to send that one over.
Nice play by the Cougars.
As Vozinelik's not quite able to get the block, will result in the Scarlet Hawks point.
Cougars just kind of on their back feet that whole volley there. Strong serve. Like I said, nice play by the Cougars to keep it alive, but IIT just kept coming after them, resulting in the point.
Vales sets up Vozinelik. And that's off of the hands of number 5, Lucas Guanez, and out of bounds. Point Cougars.
Guanez, I think the ball, it looked like it was going out. Guanez hadn't stuck his hands up. Tried to make something happen when he didn't need to.
Vozinelik. Played by Bavone. The Cougars get the point. They are within 2.
Nice play by Ruiz. You don't see a ton of Ruiz every game. He's only played in 26 sets so far this year, but always seems to make an impact when he does.
Vozinelik a little too strong on the serve. Results in the service error. Scarlet Hawks point.
More errors once again coming back to bite the Cougars. Looked like they had something going. Service error not only awards Scarlet Hawks the point, also gives them the ball now.
Riley Late.
Gives them the control of it.
Vale sends it over. Great play by Rosen. Sets up Vales. And that is blocked by number 1, Michael Markevich. And the Hawks are starting to pull away.
Nice play by Markevich. IIT, they don't really have any extraordinarily tall players like the Cougars do with the likes of Vozinelik or Davis Williams, but they're all just good-sized players, which is why their front line is so formidable. Oh my.
As the Cougars get the kill.
Vozinelik's letting out frustrations in that hit. It's a powerful shot.
As number 2, Tavares Davis Williams checks back into the game, as well as number 6, Josh Rapley.
You can see how new Davis Williams is. He's still trying to understand the check-in protocol. He gets it, though. He's in the game. See if he can make an impact.
Nice play by Rapley. And the Cougars will get the point. And once again, they are within 2.
Very little breathing room right now for CUC. Play some pretty good ball here.
Big block by Vales. Just taps within the left corner. Cougars point.
Not the role you usually see Vales in. He's only 6 foot. He's got 14 total blocks on the year, only 3 of which were solo. But he got all the way up for that one.
As the Hawks get the kill. And they are 1 point away from closing out this 4th set. As number 23, James Yeager's back to serve. Played by Vozinelik. Olebeck sends that one over. And into the net. And the Hawks come away with that 4th set. And Peter, what are your main takeaways from that set?
I mean, both teams played well. Cougars' hitting percentage was down from that 4th set. 3rd set, I should say. They're at .52 on that 4th set. They're at .308, which is pretty hard to sustain, granted, but definitely went down. So, again, it's just sometimes the sloppy play would kill any momentum they got. So, got to clean it up, start playing some pretty good volleyball to come away with this 5th set.
And they got themselves in a deep hole early, and it's hard to climb out of that. As once again, the Scarlet Hawks win the 4th set 25-22. We will be back as we get the 5th set underway in Geisman.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Concordia University Chicago is a Christ-centered Lutheran university where truth, freedom, and vocation form students for lives of influence and service for the common good. Our university offers a wide variety of undergraduate and graduate degree options that are available in person and online. That means we have a program designed for you. Whether you're a high school student, an adult returning to complete your degree, or someone looking to enhance your credentials and prepare for career growth. As a member of this university community, you'll also find support in your spiritual and personal life so you can grow in the faith and discover ways to serve others. To start your next journey with us, visit cuchicago.edu today.
And we are back as we are getting ready to start the 5th set. I want to give a quick shout out to the production crew, Jada Carr, Sydney Pulaskis-Laher, and Amaya Martin up here with Peter and I. Down on the court, Julia Beers, Emily Balaban, Janie Ternez. We are under the direction of headman CJ Selner and Kayla McLeod, as well as Justin Bajorsa. both teams starting to make their way towards the court. Peter, what do the Cougars need to do to make sure they close out in this fifth set?
Well, play good, clean volleyball. When they play good, clean, energized volleyball, that's another word you want to throw in there. They're just a really good, tough team to beat. And unfortunately, they've just been making some costly mistakes at the wrong times tonight. So they clean it up a little. They know how to keep that momentum going. They capitalize on IIT mistakes, something else they've struggled with all night. They should come away with the 15 points needed to take away this fifth set. Something else to note, on the season, they're 0-3 in the fifth set. They're 0 in any set past the third set, to be honest, in fact. So wouldn't mind see the Cougars pick up their first win in sets 4 or 5 tonight.
That serve is up, over, played by Vales. Rodriguez sends that one over, and the Cougars get the opening point of the fifth set.
Definitely a good start, scoring the first point. Kind of a problem the Cougars ran into in the past 2 sets, even though they ended up winning the third one, was IIT jumping out to an early lead. He's trying to make sure that doesn't happen here.
That is played by Rosen and Vozinelik. My gosh, not much you could do on that one.
So it almost looked painful. You see Bavone try and stop that one. But again, Vozinelik gets behind one. Yeah, not much you can do about it.
And he already has 15 kills on the night. Make it 16. Vozinelik with the hot hand.
What did I say in that fourth set? When you feed Vozinelik the ball, he's going to make something happen. He's just too good an offensive player not to. They've been doing that so far in this fifth set.
Pavone. And that's blocked by Campbell. Cougars on a bit of a run to start this fourth set. As there's some confusion down on the court.
I think Coach Katarzinski, was talking to the refs about something. He wants something looked at. I don't know if it's the net. Giving the point to.
IIT will be awarded the point. Not exactly sure what happened.
Campbell's block was very close to the net, so again, refs probably saw something we didn't, but again, that looked like a clean block from up here.
Cooper's serve is over. And Vales not able to play it. That's off his hands and out of bounds. Point Hawks. Vozinelik has been on a tear all night. Make it 18 kills.
I believe that's kill number 3, I want to say, of the set for Vozinelik. I mean, just totally taking over the game right now. He's just got to keep feeding him while he's hot.
You can tell he really wants to win. And that's what you need out of your leaders. So there's a miscommunication on the Cougars defense. Will result in a Scarlet Hawks point. As Jackson Van Ingen is back to serve. Serve is up and over, played by Vales. Rosen has to send a freebie over. Rodriguez. Nice stroke right there. Off of the hands of IIT and out of bounds. Cougars now lead 5-3.
This pressure by the Cougars, just keeping IIT on their toes. Kind of tell they're in control of the tempo right now.
Nice play by the front lines of the Cougars. Rodriguez back to serve. Serve is over, hits the net, but over. Rodriguez not able to play that one as it goes into the stands. Hits a couple of fans. They seem to be all right.
Almost made its way up here to the booth. Would have been fun, but no, no such luck tonight.
As Iguana's serve is over. Played by Hollaback. Riley late. Stroke hits a couple of Cougars. Off the hands, out of bounds. Now 1-point game. Blanes. Played by Vales. Bozanelli. What else can you say?
I think I've just given up at this point. I mean, just said everything there is to be said.
He's leading the team with 19 kills. The next closest person is Rodriguez with 10. As a point is awarded to IIT. Again, neither team is showing signs of backing down. It's been blow for blow so far in this fifth set. Rosen. Bozanelli off the hands of Blanes. Point Cougars.
I think all you can about do is just kind of throw your hands up. Be like, yep, you got it. It's not much defense can do.
Another thing to note, the Cougars' hitting percentage is .800, which is phenomenal here in this fifth set. That is Cooper. Strong hit to the right middle of the court. Scarlet Hawks point.
Interesting. Donald's back in the game, and not as Libero, though. He's changed his uniform.
Interesting move by head coach Mark Johnston.
Looks like he came in to serve, and now he's leaving again. Maybe dealing with an injury. Just don't really know. Interesting choice to not have him in the game at all, though.
Nice kill by number 13, Jackson Van Ingen. As the Scarlet Hawks pull within one. Markevich, serve is over, played by Vales. Bozanelli, played by the Hawks. That one just slips off of the hand of Vales. It looks like he was going for the kill. Hit his hand awkwardly. And now it's tied 9 apiece.
He's got to respond well. Can't let a little slip up like that derail everything else you got going.
Markevich, played by Rosen. Rodriguez goes for the kill, played by the Hawks. Sends that one over. Bozanelli hits that one into the net. The Hawks now have their first lead in this fifth set. They lead the Cougars 10-9. We will be back shortly after this break as we finish up the fifth set.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we are back in Geisman as the fifth set is already underway. And Peter, it looks like the Cougars are starting to let their mistakes get in their heads a little bit. They started off really hot, but IIT has found a way to march back and take the lead.
I mean, the Cougars, yeah, they came out hot. They came out firing. Vozinello was just destroying everything that came his way. And Seahawks, that's not even the right sport. The Scarlet Hawks found a way to come back in it, always stayed within decent distance of the Cougars, and now they've used this little run of theirs to take their 10-9 lead. Cougars got to respond quick here in that fifth set. You don't have as much time to kind of get back on it.
And if you're wanting to win this set, you can't let your mistakes get in your head, especially at this point in the fifth set. Markavich just serves over, played by Rosen. Campbell, played by the Hawks. Cooper, but that is tapped over by Colby Campbell. He records the kill. It's now 7 for him on the night, and we're tied at 10 apiece.
This is a super athletic play by Campbell, too. He's already in mid-air, getting ready for one block. The ball went the other direction. He's able to shoot his left arm out, get the kill in the end.
Cougars record the point. They lead 11 to 10. And the Scarlet Hawks will call a timeout as the Cougars lead 11 to 10. Cougars are starting to go on a little bit of a run here. What do they need to do, Peter, to make sure they close out this fifth set?
Just play good, clean volleyball. Again, I said it at the top of this fifth set. When they're clean, when they're a good, clean team, they're just a very hard team to beat. We saw when I almost want to say Seahawks again. Don't know why. When the Scarlet Hawks went on that little run to take the lead momentarily in the fifth set, it was because the Cougars made a couple mistakes. Cougars cleaned it up. Now they got the lead right back at 11 to 10. They just keep that good, clean volleyball going. They're going to come away with this set. Also helps they're hitting .571. Both these teams are just playing good volleyball in this fifth set. I think it's just going to be who has that little bit left in the gas tank at the end of the set is going to come away with it.
And it goes all the way back to the start of the broadcast. We talked about which team will make the least amount of mistakes. And that's something that Coach Katarzinski has preached all year, as well as finishing the games. Cougars have shown to be super competitive all year, but they've struggled with finishing the game, and they will look to do that here as we're back in the fifth set. Cougars lead 11 to 10. Number 7, David Bales, is back to serve. That one's up and over. Played by the Hawks. Cooper. And that goes off of the hands of Colby Campbell and Virgilio Rodriguez. We are once again tied.
Got to be a bit cleaner with those hits. Got to execute on them.
Cooper, played by Rosen. Vozinelik sends that one over. Just barely tapped it, and it just found the hole in the zone. Another kill for Vozinelik. It gives the Cougars a lead.
Little Ty Vozinelik for his season high in kills. He's 21. He got that on the way back on the 4th of February at Olivet College. See if he can break that season high tonight, get the Cougars the win.
Nice block up front from the Cougars. Tapped over by Rodriguez. Hollebeck not quite able to play that one. Results in an IIT point. It's number 13, Jackson Van Ingen, back to serve for the Scarlet Hawks. Vales. Vozinelik taps that one over. Once again, that front line of IIT doing some damage tonight. They grab the lead. Scarlet Hawks lead 13-12. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back for some more fifth set action. The Scarlet Hawks lead the Cougars 13-12. Cougars have struggled finishing games all year long. Peter, what's that one key the Cougars need to do to make sure they close out this set the way they want to?
I've said it's already obvious, and I think it still is. It's just get the ball to Vozinelli. He was on absolute fire to start this fifth set. Big reason the Cougars, got a majority of their points so far in this fifth set. Just get the ball in his direction. He's going to do something special with it. We've kind of gotten away from that as the set's gone on.
And a miscommunication in the Cougars defense as Jackson Van Ingen gets the service ace. And they are 1 point away from taking the fifth set and the game. Played by Vales. Rosen has to send that one over.
Nice play to keep it alive.
Nice save by the Hawks. Good play by Hollebeck. Vozinelli. He'll tap that one over, get himself another kill, and Peter, I believe that's a new career high for Vozinelli.
A new season high for Vozinelli, 22. Still a couple more to go. His career high is at 27. You get that at Marion in 2021. It's going to take some extra volleyball for him to get there, but hey, Cougars, as long as they come away with the win, they don't need him. We're not going to worry about
nice
that.
Nice play by Vales. Vozinelli sends that one over. Nice save by number 8, Jack Bavone. And the Cougars get the point. It's tied 14 apiece.
Looks like we're going to get some extra volleyball, and already extra volleyball set. Got to win by 2 in the fifth set. Got to win by 2 in any set, but definitely a factor right now.
And once again, both teams showing no signs of backing down. Both teams just exchanging blows, and like you mentioned, Peter, we may get some extra volleyball.
Team's got at least hit match. And I mean, both these teams are just playing really good volleyball in this fifth set. It's kind of hard to make a prediction on who's going to be the one to do it. Cougars were really hot for a bit. Scarlet Hawks got hot. A couple timeouts in there, a couple swings each way. Again, it's just going to be who can find that little bit left in the tank to come away with it.
And both teams really saving their best volleyball for the fifth set. I'd like to highlight each team's hitting percentage. IIT with a .348 hitting percentage so far in the fifth, and Concordia Chicago with a .500 hitting percentage. And Geisman is starting to get heated up. As the players they're looking really energized coming out of this timeout, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you gotta be careful. They can't be too energized, start making some little nervous mistakes. Just gotta keep a calm head. Just ready to take this set.
Nice block by Hollebeck and Virgilio Rodriguez. As Rodriguez goes to serve the match point. played by Vales.
Nice play by Vales. Keep it alive.
Once again, that front line of IIT getting the block and the point. We're tied at 15. Number 5, Lucas Guanez back to serve for Illinois Tech.
And you mentioned it, Parker. Both these teams just bringing out their best in this 5th set.
No team wants to go away, that's for sure, as Luke Vozinellik, another kill. And he's back to serve for match point.
IIT, they're 1-0 in their 5th set appearances this year.
As he'll hit it into the net, service error, now tied at 16.
Came way back January 29th at Olivet Nazarene. They won that set they won that match 3 sets to 2. Trying to do the same thing here in Geisman.
Played, Vozinellik has to send it over. Markevich, played by Hollabeck. Sets him up. Hollabeck gets the kill. Nice ball placement right there. Cougars get the lead, 17-16.
Obviously, you'd like to see the Cougars finish it off, but at least they're staying in the driver's seat of this overtime. Haven't trailed yet. Well, haven't trailed yet when it's been match point, other than the original match point, if I'm not mistaken. But ever since then, they've been up more.
As Rapley's serve goes into the net, another service error, and we're tied again.
A lot of pressure on the freshman to make something happen there.
And when the Cougars get that 1-point lead, they're kind of struggling to get that last point and close out the game. So we'll see what happens.
At it 15-14, 16-15, 17-16.
Bales off of the hands of number 14, Riley Late, out of bounds. And once again, the Cougars have a 1-point lead. They're looking to close it out right here as Hollabeck is back to serve.
Late's not happy. That one was going out. He stuck his hands up for some reason. See if he can redeem himself here.
Played by the Hawks. Nice dig by Brosen. And Vozinellik with the game-winning kill. And I think it's right to say that he deserved to get the game-winning kill. He's been doing it all night long.
23 kills. Again, that's 2 better than his previous season high of 21. I mean, it's a classic Vozinellik game, and just a great game from the Cougars all around. They got it done when they needed to. It wasn't always pretty, but they come away with the win, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
And Peter, you really think that with Vozinellik having such a great offensive game and really had a great defensive game as well, he really put the team on his back when they needed some energy, and he helped carry them to this win.
I mean, Vozinellik, whenever he gets a kill, it's just always so explosive because of how much energy he puts into it. It's always going to get the crowd a little riled up. So, again, he's definitely the backbone of this team. We've said that about him before on the night's broadcast, and he gets the job done there tonight. And, I mean, just a great game from a lot of Cougars. Kobe Campbell had a great game, especially on the offensive end, which you don't always see. He's more known for his blocks. Tyler Hollabeck had 15 kills. Julio Rodriguez had 10 to join him, and Vozinellik in double digits. Just solid win from this Cougars team.
And once again, the Cougars close out the 5th set. They beat the Scarlet Hawks 19-17, win the match overall 3-2. Looking ahead for the next 2 for the Cougars, they will take on Wisconsin Lutheran College Friday, March 18th, as that is senior night. And then they will go on to play in the Cardinal Stritch University tri-match, where they will take on William Penn University March 19th. And then following that, they will play Cardinal Stritch University following that matchup. Once again, the Cougars win the match 3-2. Once again, I want to give a shout out to our production crew, Jada Carr, Sydney Pulaski-Slaughter, Amaya Martin, and down on the court, Emily Balaban, Janie Ternez, Julia Beers. We're under the direction of CJ Selner, Justin Bajorseth, and Kayla McLeod. I'm Parker Kelly. I was joined by Peter Borkowski. Big win for the Cougars tonight. I hope you all have a safe night. And as always, go Cougars.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Concordia University Chicago Cougars Athletics broadcast. We hope to see you on campus very soon. If you would like to learn more about what Concordia Chicago has to offer, go to cuchicago.edu.